Hey everybody, Jared back once again, and today we've got another wickedly useful app review. Today in this video we're going to be taking a look at SNOView, which stands for Social Network Overview. So you can see we have the icon ready to go, and once you launch it, this is what you'll be taking a look at. So it's actually a fairly simplistic application, which a lot of you know I love simplicity. I hate being confused when you first download and launch a brand new application. So we got two pages here. Your feeds page, which is barren right now, and we'll show you how to fill that up in just a moment, as well as the social network selection page. Now, this is an extremely unique application. You will not find anything like it on the Play Store, and we're going to show you why it's so unique and how it's so useful. So, you know when you go to check Facebook or Twitter and you have to kind of filter through and scroll through it, just a ton of garbage posts from friends or people that you're following to get to the posts that you actually want to read or whatever. Well, this kind of takes all that away. So what we'll do is you click on the little button on the top right hand corner, and that's actually your social network selection button there. So you get into there, and now we can select the different social networks we have access to. Now you'll notice that at the moment you only have the icons Facebook and Twitter, but we do in fact actually have access to Twitter, Google+, Facebook, and your RSS feeds. Now at the moment, unfortunately, because of the difficulty of the Google+ API, integrating it and getting the authentication for an application, it's tough. It's tough. I've been speaking with Mario, a good friend of mine who's the developer of this application, and he has promised me that he is working extremely hard to integrate Google+ authentication. Now, some of you may be wondering what authentication is. Well, if we wanted to add some of our the people that we're following from the respective social network, you'll be presented with this list here. Now, this is authentication. Authentication brings up the entire list and complete access to that particular account. Now, you'll notice also if we go back there and we were to click down on Google, we don't actually have that. That list doesn't show up, but that's okay because you can still add those respective or people that you're following to those respective social networks just individually. You'll have to enter them individually instead of having a nice list to choose from. Now, getting into how to add people and fill up that feeds page. So say, for instance, there's all these people, as an example, there's all these people that I just don't really get too many useful posts from, that I don't really care to follow consistently, but there are obviously a lot of people that I do want to follow consistently. So how do we do that? Well, you go along and you'll start picking people out of your list here. So you notice also that the text color of that particular selection changed, so you know that that has now been selected. So we want Android Central. I've got a lot of Android stuff obviously in here, considering smoking Android and all that. Android Plaza, we'll pick a few more here. Of course, Andy Rubin, want to follow him with the very few posts he ever actually does put out. Of course, Sanogen Mod, maybe we want, I don't know, LG, my friends over at LG, Mobile Syrup, great website, my friends over at Motorola, my friends over at Samsung, and so on. And all you do is just click add, and you'll notice that they've all been added to the list there. Going back to your feeds page, you'll notice the feeds are starting to load up. Once those have finished loading up, you can actually access the different posts. Instead of just the very last post, you actually have access to all the a number of previous posts. Now, while that's loading up, okay, it's already there, so we'll jump into this now. So say, for instance, you wanted to get, maybe your eye's not as good as mine, so you want to be able to click on that particular post and read it. Now, not only do you have access to all the other people that you're following that you can just jump right into their feeds as well, but down here at the bottom, you can also slide to the left and back to the right to get to previous posts and so on. And additionally, you can actually click on the little settings menu there. You can view it in a browser, your system browser. You can favorite that particular post, which is also extremely convenient, giving you some more control there. So as you can see, we've got all of our feeds coming in there. And of course, if you had Google+, you have your Facebook guys in there. I'm not going to show you the Facebook one just because I do have probably friends. I probably don't want their names and whatnot being broadcasted across the world. So now, that's great and all, but what about battery life? You know, something like this you would assume take up a lot of battery life. Aha, that's very untrue about this application. Jumping into your settings, not only does the application actually require very, very low system resources, but it actually also allows you to configure and customize the frequency of when this updates those particular feeds. So, and in addition to that, not only do you have update frequency configuration, but you also have the option to update it only over Wi-Fi if you wanted to save some battery and data charges. You can also disable the updates. You can sort the profiles. pick the number of posts per feed, and so on and so forth. You can even select to have the notifications enabled or disabled. I chose disabled because obviously if you're going to have quite a few posts coming in or feeds coming in, your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. So you've got all these great features here, and again, showing you furthermore of the authentication. What you would do is just click on either one of those when you first launch the application to authenticate it with your Facebook or Twitter login. It'll walk you through the process, no problems. Now, if you are at any point confused with the application, don't worry. On either the feeds page or your network selection page, your social network selection page, you can press that menu button and hit Tutorial Manage Profiles. This will explain to you exactly how to use the application, how to add contacts and people you're following, and so on and so forth, which is obviously really convenient. The application, there comes in two different versions. You have a free version, which is obviously ad supported, as well as only allows you to add up to 3 social networks. If you wanted to add all of them, and maybe as time goes on, you start adding more social networks, then obviously you'll be able to add more as time goes on with the paid version, which also has no advertisements. So he's promised me, like I mentioned before, that the Google Plus integration is coming very, very soon. He's actually currently working on that side of the application at the moment, so don't worry, that will be coming soon, but at least we can still add contacts and feeds and so on. So no problems there whatsoever. The application, as you can see, is quite intuitive, very simplistic, so you're not going to get too confused. It's easy on the eyes, great quality. It's very, very stable, no force closes whatsoever. I highly recommend this application to you and all of your friends. You should definitely share this with everybody you can, your friends and family and so on. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thank you very, very much for watching. I will be posting a link in the About section down below for you guys to go download both and try out the free version if you want to. Buy the paid version right off the bat. It's only $1.53 for the paid version, so a very, very reasonable price for what this application allows you to do, considering how unique it is, especially for the Play Store. There's nothing else like it, I promise you that. But that's it for now, guys, at least until Monday, or perhaps Tuesday, Monday, that being tomorrow, obviously. Thank you so much for watching yet again, guys. If you like this video, shoot me some love by hitting that thumbs up button down below. Maybe subscribe for more videos like this in the future. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and throw me in your feeds page there. Links for those will be in the About section down below as well. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.